Now, what we've got is this right here is my Pro Tools setting itself. You've got a 7-band EQ, an expander gate. It's an isotope alloy, the Ozone 4, another Ozone 4. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn all these and put them in bypass mode. Those right there were for just my gate system. They didn't have anything to do with the sound that comes out that you're hearing. Now listen, as I start knocking some of these off, you'll notice, see like that right there? Watch. Let me turn this back on. While I'm talking, I'm going to just go and turn it right back on. That's the paragraphic equalizer. See, it kind of dulls everything down, and it's absolutely your choice. You don't have to dull anything down. You could dull everything down. All right. Now we're going to turn this off, bypass it, so we won't have to worry about it. It brings back in that sound. You'll hear the difference. Now we're going to keep bypassing everything here. We're going to bypass all the compressors, all the EQs, everything. And you'll notice, you'll start hearing it drop off as I drop stuff off. Now, all that's left is the two isotope plugins. Now, if I turn them off, you won't hear nothing. But now, just so you see, you can barely hear it. I don't even know if it's picking it up. So we'll bypass that. It don't even hardly show picking up on the little monitor there. So let me turn these two back on. Now my voice will start coming back up a little bit. You'll start hearing it. As I take these off, hear it starting to come up. You'll hear it. Here it comes. Turning on the plug-in, so everything's going to start working together. This right here is just a signal generator. It'll put just a solid tone in there. It's something I use for a different deal, but just so you know, I'll turn it on. All that is a generator. You know, you can get in here and you start turning everything. Some will make subtle changes, almost unnoticeable. But some of them, will make bigger changes that you can see. Like that one right there. That's a noticeable change that you'll hear. And we'll just turn some of these back. Well, matter of fact, we'll just turn them all back on here. And then what I'll do, even, you notice I even turn these on. They have no purpose whatsoever because it's the gate system. I can turn them off and nothing will change. That's the good thing about it. Everything's adjustable. You do what you want to do. And think of it as if you want, say you wanted a EQ and you want a compressor and a limiter. You can go buy those. I don't know how much they are myself. Like I said, I don't know nothing about them. I've never dealt with it. I'm sure they're probably not real inexpensive. But I'm sure they're, a baseline deal. They're probably not unaffordable either. But what I'm going to do is, I can get this all adjusted over here where I can see my screen at the same time. We'll take this 7-band EQ, and I'm going to open it. All right, now give me just a second. Let me move this camera back. Hang on. Let me move it back just a little bit so you can kind of see what the 7-band EQ looks like. All right? Now, say you want to change your output. You can just kind of ease it back, ease it forward. It's not a whole lot of changes. It's just subtle stuff. Now, some of this you can move around and it'll make a real big change. I mean, you see right there. I cranked open on the high. I cranked that thing, just open. But now I can also roll it back. And if you notice, hopefully you can see the bar graph up there. As I move, this moves. Of course, I don't remember where it was set at, but it doesn't matter. I don't have to save any of it. I can take some of these and I can move them. And some of them, you won't get a whole lot of changes, but now you'll hear. Listen to it right there. Listen on the bottom side. Hello, 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2. Let's do that. Let's go all the way down to the very bottom. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Now let's go all the way up to the top. You see, you'll be able to hear the difference. Hello, 1, 2, 3, and I'm going to roll it. I'm going to roll it while I'm talking. That way you don't have to worry about it. I never could get the hang of these little rolly things anyway. They always aggravate me. You turn them one way and they go the opposite way. But look now, you can turn that way down, you can turn it up, and it'll do what you want. That's what I was telling you about when I told you could tailor the sound however you want. However you want to do it, you can. You hear that right there? Hello, 1, 2, 3. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Hello, 1, 2, 3, and that's all the way at the bottom. So you tailor everything the way you want. Hello, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, 1, 2. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Hello, 1, 2. You hear it? Hello, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello, 1, 2, 3. There's little things that'll change, and then there's some things that, it doesn't change a whole lot. Hello, 1, 2. Listen. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And you can't see me moving that one over there because it's out of the line. But it's the blue one, the last one at the end right there. Hello, 1, 2. Now, and that was just my EQ. Now, if you go, let me see here. Let's say we want to throw another EQ in there. As far as the EQ, you've got 1 band, 4 band, 7 band, and then you get into a few modern classic deals. It's all a little bit different. But now we could throw a 4 band in right there. And you can adjust it however you want. Say we wanna pump that right there. Pump it up. We need to pump it up. We can pump it up. We can get out there and pump it up all day long. I mean, it's completely your choice as to how you want to run everything. See, you can back it all down. Watch me back it up here. Just listen to the difference. I'm going to back them all back up to almost 0. I'm going to back them almost all up to 0. And you'll notice, you'll hear the change. Now, I don't claim to be no expert, so I don't want anybody thinking, that I'm an expert on Pro Tools. By far, I am not. I don't know everything about it. Never have and probably never will. And I don't care to answer questions if I can, if I know the answer. If I don't, I can find an answer. That's the good thing about it. I'm not gonna try and tell you, well, this does this and this does that, and tell you completely wrong. If I don't know the answer, I tell you I don't know the answer, but I can find one. I can get the answer. Now let's go back in here. Now listen. See, I made them changes right there, and you see how that kind of sounds. Well, I was saying earlier, I don't have to save it. I don't have to worry about it. You can't see. It's a bad thing. I'm just going to open up the recent now. Watching, and I'll just open my program back up since I didn't save it. None of the changes are going to stick. Okay, now it's loaded back up to where I had it before. Okay. Now that, as far as that was just the 7-band EQ I was messing with. I mean, you can mess with the 4-band, you can mess with 1-band, you can mess with anything. You can mess with the expanders. You can have the expanders going crazy. I mean, you could do anything. I hate this is such a long video for you, but I just thought I'd show you a few little deals here. You could get in there and throw everything out there and just change everything up. Small changes sometimes are the best changes. Sometimes you just gotta make you a few changes here, see how it does. Make some adjustments, and you can go from there. The best way to do is get in there and learn, and you don't have to be on the air. You notice I'm just saying I'm not on the air. I don't have the first thing keyed up. I'm literally running the microphone, the Pro Tools, and the MBox. And instead of having audio go into a radio, I've got the audio coming out of the MBox into my little headphone deal, and I got my headphones on. So I'm hearing what exactly comes out to go into the radio, and I'm hearing it over my headphones. All right, let's see. What else do we want to mess with? Wish I had a better way of showing everybody the screen, but it's not exactly the easiest thing to do that. Let's see, that right there is the isotope ozone. Where was that? Uh-oh. Speaking of the man with the master plan right there. I'm talking about 955. He commented on some over here. Let me get back over here what I was doing. I ain't got time to mess with that cotton picker. All right. Now, I don't know where what else you want to see. I just thought I'd show you a few little things, give you an idea. You've got got all kinds of stuff here. I mean, good Lord. I mean, I could go from here and hell, just start clicking on stuff, and you can hear the difference. None of it's real major differences. And it doesn't have to be. The thing is, see that one right there versus this one? Listen. Don't mind the camera moving around. I'm holding it in my hand. I mean, there's so much stuff in here that, I mean, I can't go into it all. it would take literally weeks to explain every bit of it. Because there's some stuff in here you'll never use, but you have it if you ever want to experiment with it. Now that I changed that, I sound like I got a damn sock in my mouth. Let me get back here where I was. Hang on. Okay. All right. That's a little better right there now. All right. What I'm going to do is this thing's, well, I don't know, 15 and a half minutes long so far. So I'm going to do just a couple other little things here. I mean, they probably, just depending. I mean, you've got your EQ, your compressor. I don't have any limiters on mine as far as plug in. I've got them. I don't use them. Let's see. I don't know if, let me find one here. Like I said, I don't use them, so. Compressor limiter. There's a compressor limiter, of course, now. I guess you'll probably hear, and I haven't even adjusted none of it. That's just, factory default is what pulls up. So while I'm talking, let me turn that off. All I did was bypass it. You can't see it. Maybe that's a little better. All I'm doing is bypassing it. You'll hear it. Now I'm going to turn it on. I'm turning it on. It's on right there. And while I'm talking, I'm going to turn it back off. So that's your compressor limiter, which, like I said, I don't use. That thing's got to go. There we go. I don't use them myself. A lot of guys do. Just not my personal choice. But now let's load another session file, which it don't take long, no way. Okay. All right. Now, like I said, this is just pretty much a base file right here. It's something for you to work off of. It's pretty much anything you'll need, just to get started. Some of it you don't have to use if you don't want to. It's just something to give you an idea of, like I said, a base setting where you can adjust. You can do whatever. Like that one right there. That's a one-band EQ. Strictly one band. Let's see, there is a limiter right there. I know I showed you the other one, but, if you watch, there's no attenuation when it's bypassed. When you turn it on, it attenuates. Expanders, gate, EQ, there's a max bass. You can turn it off right there. You'll hear the difference. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Hello, 1, 2, 3. Like I said, some of them make big differences. Some of them make subtle differences. You just, Pro Tools, you've got so much that you can work with. Let's see if we can't, let's see. Let me see if I can track something down here. Bear with me here. Let me, I was messing around with one of these the other day. Oh, let's see. There's that one. But on the base file, it doesn't show up as well. Okay, what I did is I loaded my base file. Well, not my base, my file. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find that again. No, it's in here. There we go. Now, that's what they call the bad phone special effect. It's got like a telephone effect. Now you can go Here's a grimy radio sound. You can change up with stuff, you know, add the guitar for amp modeling. I mean, some of this stuff you'll never hear. There's one. Punch the monkey. and then the obligatory old radio special effect right there. That's old radio. The one good thing about it is you have a whole lot of fun out here. That's what it's all about. You get out here, you have fun. There's so much stuff on here, and I can't go into it all. But I can turn that back off, and I can go right back to what I was. And the best part is, you can see if you look. This one here is off. That's the gate. The one next to it is your volume for your audio. One of them. I've got 4 tracks listed on here. So while I'm talking, I'm at negative 6.2 right now, so I'm just rolling it up. There's a positive 2.5. There's a positive 6.8. I mean, it's crazy. That's way. Don't mind my mess over here. I don't know if it'll pick this up or not. Let's see. I may have to zoom in. Hang on. Bear with me. All right. You got on the far right hand side is input 2. That's what I use for my gates. Control the volume of my gates. Next to it is input 1. Get my big hand out of the way. Right here, input 1. I'm going to put my big hand back in the way. Now listen. I turn that wide open. Listen to what it picks up. And that is actually, if you were to key the microphone or key the radio in our case, that's what would come over the airwaves, is that noise. Or, if you choose, cut it back so it doesn't hear it. It don't take much. Your mix. There I go again. Get my fat fingers in the way. Your mix. Third one over from the right. Mixes the 2. You can roll it. Roll it back. See, it takes my voice out. Takes my voice back. And if you're playing something else, you can have a little bit of fun. Hang on. Let me see if I can do something here. If I can find something. Let me see here. I'm going to find something. I'm going to play this. You hear that?
What's going on out there, Billy Bob? I'm just sitting over here in the studio, man. It seems like we got a little
That's
bit of
a
this
test
recording
right there.
working. I'm just trying to test out.
Let's see. I can roll him back.
This new setup on this LTD Chrome.
I can roll him back with the mix.
Hey, Billy Bob. 955 in the Big Star.
I can
I am
roll
your
it
big
around.
boss. The great big boss of the Big Star.
Or I can roll him down to where I come over top of him. That's might be about the only time I'm going to key on 955 right there. And there ain't nothing he can do about it. All right, let me get back here to what I was doing. I just wanted to show you the difference in the M-Box. Of course, now, let's see. Let me find where I'm at here. Headphones. Self-explanatory. Turn it up and down. Lowers or raises the voice coming out of the headphones. I knew I wouldn't have to spend much time on that one. All right, man. I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get this thing done, and I'll send it to you. If you have any more questions on anything specific, feel free to ask. You know, nobody in the group is going to say anything bad about somebody asking a question that they don't know the answer to. Not everybody knows every single answer, but there's enough of us in there that we can get you the answer that you're looking for. Y'all take care out that way. WBBC. Me and this great big transmitter right downtown Billy Bob Country. I'm just back here relaxing, seeing what's going on. I hope you enjoyed the video. I do apologize for it being almost 30 minutes long. And I do apologize for the quality of it because it's not the best with what I've got going over here at this particular time. Take care. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the evening. Your WBBC. Right downtown Billy Bob Country. Yes, I am. The big man sometimes. That's what they call me out here, the big man with the great big Kentucky transmitter. Yes, I did graduate the Motor Mouse School of Broadcasting. I see ya.